I would
Okay, so you
choose.
be married at 32. We can knock off the BS. You have no plan.
Hmm.
So if you don't get married, you living on one income. How you gonna get to retirement and living comfortably in retirement by yourself on one income with a biology degree?
I think I'll get married.
Shit, you think this is gonna get married?
Why? Why don't you think I'm going to get
Oh
married?
shit!
Why do you think I'm going to get married?
Uh,
Why?
oh wow! Some of these young ladies don't even know what they don't know, and you think it's funny, but I'm not a toy. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'll let you talk because I'll make money off of this,
Absolutely.
but I'm supposed to. You,
Right.
this, you on the other hand, this isn't funny. What is your plan for life? Seriously.
I'm honestly still trying to figure it out. But I think the one thing that helps is that I know myself pretty well. So I'm kind of just using that to help me navigate where I am.
Who do you live with?
I live with my roommate. You both live in my house.
In your house.
Yeah.
So by what age do you think you should have? Because if you say you're gonna be married by 30, you're 25. You're not seeing anyone seriously.
Hmm.
By what age do you think you should start panicking?
Never panic, first of all. I probably will start dating seriously again and looking to date seriously by around like 28.
Okay.
2 years,
So we
that's
started off. We
reasonable.
started off is we this whole thing started off with men saying they don't want to give up, but they feel the average black woman is too far gone, and you've done nothing to assuage those fears.
You don't think two things is enough
She wants to
to,
start. She wants to start worrying about. She start seriously dating at 28. A woman
again,
who's had a 3-year relationship that you said ended because you, again, as if you control the access to marriage. Men control access to marriage and relationship. See, that's what I mean. Black women have been allowed to just think, well, whenever I decide I want to do it, I'll get it. What about you? What about your relationship history has proven to you that you can be a wife?
I think the fact that I'm willing to learn from the relationships,
That
honestly.
means somebody needs to marry you on your potential. I asked, what about your relationship history has proved to you that you are ready to be a wife?
Um, or maybe I'm not a wife right now.
Well, then how do you plan on seriously dating to become a wife at 28? If the only person in charge of this process is you, and you're the one that drove her into a ditch. See, that's what I
Yeah,
mean. You this admit, let me give you a little secret here. You don't take relationships seriously. You think they just happen,
it's true.
or you think men are supposed to do something, and it's you the one's unfit. You're unfit for anything other than dating, casual fun,
At this point, I would agree with that. That's what I'm doing.
and you're doing nothing to change it.
Yeah.
So this is why I don't feel upset or bad when you're in the danger zone or in no
Yeah.
man's land, because just like a person who doesn't prepare to pass a class, if you don't prepare to be in a relationship, when you fail at them, this is what you get. So when you become one of the 3 out of 4 black women who don't marry in your lifetime, you'll look back on this conversation and said, I came on there joking, thinking it was funny and ha ha ha, and I blew an opportunity to find something because I took life as a joke because I'm 25 and I feel like I'm young and I got time. And you don't. You
But
don't.
do you think,
You're in the prime of your breeding. You're in the prime of your marital years. After 25, it goes downhill.
but do you think it's possible for someone to learn how to be a better wife or partner when they're single?
No.
Why?
Learn how to be a better wife?
Partner, yeah. I mean, do you think that
Who's
someone could
teaching you?
actually
Who's teaching you
prepare?
how to be a wife?
I mean, yeah, but it's just like, as
Who's
far as
supposed to
like,
teach you how to be a wife?
I guess some women learn from their mothers and things like that, or I mean,
Ask
also your
you.
husband.
No. I specifically said who's supposed to teach you how to be a wife.
Who's supposed to teach me? I mean, I guess I don't see marriage. I mean, I don't know. I feel like when you're partners with someone, you learn from each other, like, and you work together.
No. So again,
So,
this. So the answer is who's supposed to teach you, and you don't even know who's supposed to teach you.
who's supposed to teach me?
Your mother,
Right,
because she's supposed to be a wife.
right.
But this is my point. So if you would even step aside from outside of yourself and just use your education and your intellect to realize how unprepared you are, you're approaching relationships like a kid.
Yeah.
Like it's just supposed to be on the job training. Excuse me, sir. I want you to hire me for the most important job you'll ever hire a woman for. The mother of your children, the person you commingle DNA with, and you're supposed to entrust me with the raising and nurturing of your legacy. And I want you to do that all on the basis that I am open to learn on the job training. Sorry. Nobody hires anybody on potential. People hire people on competency.
Well, how would they know?
They get taught.
No, but how would they know
They
that I
get
am fit?
taught.
How?
Because I've known. It's easy to see. You're not serious. You think relationships are games and jokes. You're not learning. You haven't been prepped to learn. You think that modern women like yourself think that, hey, I'm just supposed to be in a relationship and then when I'm there, we'll just figure it out. No, they're supposed to be getting taught this stuff from the time you were a girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're 25 and you don't even know who's supposed to have taught you. Women have failed you to the point to where a reasonable conversation has become contentious because you think men are toys or be played with or like it's a game. You don't have this whole dynamic is going to further go to prove my point. The disconnect between so many modern black women and men. You treat us like your adversary instead of being on our team as our ally, even one that's twice your age.
Yeah.
This is our culture, and you're endemic of it. Now go back to how we began this all. Do you think it's over? No, I think there are worldwide people. You don't make enough money to travel worldwide. You ain't been worldwide, so that's just talk. It's just talk. You can't go worldwide, just like men can't go worldwide. That means you're gonna have to date from Philly. Well, pickings are slim. There are more men that are husbands than there are women that are wives.
I do want to say something about the whole using the black men, how we treat them as an adversary. I will say, as far as how I was raised, I wasn't raised to see a traditional marriage in the sense of seeing like my mother and my father. So my father was sick for the majority of my life. Mother took care of him. That's pretty much the whole capacity. So I've actually seen the tail end of marriage and like what marriage can become. And that is, I feel like, why I'm so hesitant to start relationships, because you have to be prepared for the worst when you get married. No one can really teach you how to be resilient, as far as, you have to kind of learn that through your own experiences.
What do you think you
So
just told me? Your mother took care of her husband as she was supposed to because it's her duty.
it's hard. That's what I'm pointing. It's very hard for years. And so it's like marriage. I
And
mean, it can come to
and
that.
that's
So yeah, but not
excuse
everyone's
me.
ready for that,
Oh, that's why. That's why you need ladies are going to become cat ladies. Spencerville. No waiting because you don't want hard. It's
I'm
hard.
saying
It's
people
going to
should
be
just be
hard. Like
prepared.
being
Or
a husband and
sometimes
taking care
people,
of wife isn't hard. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I mean,
You
yeah,
can't make
right.
this up.
But
You
that's not
can't
why I
make
don't
it
want to
up.
date. It's just because like I
You
have to
can't
know that
make
I'm
it
ready
up.
for that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just talking.
So I'm like putting my phone down.
Just talking. This generation, your generation of women are, you're like the boys of summer. You expect life to be easy. You saw your mother do her duty until your father passed. That's part of the vows. For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, sickness and health, to death do you part.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, but
guess
you only
that's
want,
why.
but ma'am, I'm helping you out right now. You're not fit for a relationship, and that's fine. And you're
Yeah,
not trying to become fit for a relationship. You're not trying to be anybody's wife. So what that means is after you have passed 35, because you're 25 right now, and all you know is youth. But in 5 years, you're going to go back to this conversation and realize that, you know what? He was trying to tell me something to get my shit together, but I just thought I had more time.
yeah,
And when you run out of time, you'll be like so many other women who are going to be complaining about the caliber and quality men. There ain't no men out here because you mismanaged your prime marrying years.
yeah.
And why did you do it? To get a useless biology degree, to go be a leasing agent in an apartment complex because you don't have a career. You went to college for nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a waste.
I can go again. I have no debt, so if I wanted to.
You say it again?
I could go to college again if I wanted to. I have no debt.
What did I say, gentlemen? When it gets hard, when it gets tight, where's one of the first places black women run? Back to school.
Is that bad? Should I not do that?
Is school gonna be your husband?
No, but maybe I find my husband at school.
And this is what we've allowed our young women to believe.
Or not. I mean, so what? I wouldn't go there looking for a husband. I would go there again if I
That's
needed to.
that's your problem. You should go everywhere looking for a husband. That's what your counterparts do. That's why they get married. Black women go to college to prove they don't need a man. Most women go to college to find a man.
Right. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go. I mean, if I can meet a man for free, I'd spend thousands of dollars to meet my husband at college.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Juxtapose her with that 24-year-old the other day on Friday. This is the perfect bookend. And she thinks she's being funny. This is what they've been raised to be. Useless. Useless to anyone. Useless to anyone but themselves. Ma'am, let's see how honest you can be.
Okay.
What use are you to a man at this point in your life?
At this point in my life, I don't know. I mean, I date. I have fun. I mean, I'm a good time. I'm funny. I have a good sense of humor. I am
You think so?
caring.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very funny.
Uh-huh.
I have a good sense of
If you
humor. I'm
think so,
attractive. I'm
what would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Just in case you can't use 7.
okay. Um, Without makeup, I'm probably a 6.
Okay.
With makeup, I'm probably honestly an 8. And I say that comfortably.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11" and a half.
Dress size?
I'm 4.
So you're almost 6 feet tall, which is going to make it exceptionally difficult for you to find a spouse.
Absolutely. Well,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's just how it is. Exceptionally difficult to find a spouse. So, and I'm going back to what I said. What makes you of use to a man? And you said that I'm funny.
yeah. Goes a long way. I can cook. Guys like girls who can cook. Whatever. I can cook. What else? I can cook. I can clean. I can be supportive too, as well. You know, like you said, I don't necessarily have a career of my own at this point. If I did meet a husband who has a better career than me,
And
or
this is
even
what, and honestly, and this is what I mean, man. So, if you were to put a salary on what you bring to the table,
mhm.
those things, how much do you think it'll be worth as far as what a man makes. If you say what I bring to the table, all those things should equate a man making about X a year, what would that be?
I'd say 100 grand.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up. You think being a oh shit, this is our women are oh my god.
What else do you guys want?
What you just described puts you in the top 10% of all earners in this country. 10% of men make
100 grand?
$100,000.
I think a lot more people make 100 grand on average.
Look at her face, guys.
Yeah.
Look, she really believes this. 10%.
Well, maybe I just know different people. I just know a lot of people who they just make
shit,
they just
man. Shit, man. And this and gentlemen, this is why it is so easy for women like her to devalue you, because she thinks being funny, so she says, can cook, can clean. You think you think you're the shit. I mean, no offense, you think you're the shit. You come across like that, you talk like that, your whole demeanor is like you're the stuff. And I'll just let you do it. I've let you do it so you could just I have not said anything to just let you glow up. And you've only gotten brighter and brighter and brighter. You really think that. And you honestly think that that is worth a man going out to make $100,000 a year. That is why so many young black women are going to die alone. Remember what I told you about Dr. Tia Son Johnson, that women in their college class, looking at men in their very same college class, felt like what they were bringing to the table was worth $100,000 more. Ma'am, that ain't even worth $40,000.
But I date men who average that. So.
Yeah. And then again, what did I say before, guys? Because they can date them, deal with them, they think that means their new sexual marketplace value is up there. Unless you've had a man making over $100,000 a year drop to one knee and present a ring with significant carriage in public and ask you to be his wife, it doesn't matter.
True.
So people may not like my tone, may not like anything, but it's all rooted in the same facts, status, statistics, logic, and the knowledge of our people and our women. And this is it. This is what you really think. $100,000? No, ma'am. Let me finish. This is what far too many women and you think that $100,000 black man deserves. This is it.
Well, to my credit, I mean, they knew that I didn't want marriage, so.
She doesn't get it. And the sad part is, this is what your mothers and the women of our culture have allowed you young ladies to believe. That you just can go be there. And really what you're saying, I bring to the table is I just bring me. You don't know anything about men. You proved that you don't even, none of the things you really said on your list are what men want. I'm funny. Men don't give a shit if you're funny.
You don't think so? I mean.
Oh my God. Why do you keep asking me like I don't know? This is ridiculous. You're 25 years old and questioning me like I don't know what I'm talking. I don't think so. No.
Well, what do men want then? Educate me.
What do men want from women? Especially kind of men you're talking about, the kind of men making $100,000 or more.
Are you asking me?
More than anything else? Yeah.
More than anything else, probably just for someone to not bother them, not to cause drama in their lives. You know, I'm not I think men just want women who don't make their lives complicated, who can support them emotionally in ways they can't.
Okay, so if that's the case, then why were you toxic?
We were toxic.
No, we were toxic. That means you were too. So why were you toxic if you believe that? Or you are that?
I think.
Didn't see the redirect.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Why were you that?
Well, I mean, again, I wasn't ready to be a wife. I
Uh-huh.
wasn't looking to be a wife. So
So
you just let
how often do you when you get in an argument with somebody you try to use humor as a defense and a shield?
never.
Okay, good. You shouldn't, because it's not attractive.
No,
But I'll
no.
tell you the thing that you said, men just want women, such and so forth. Would your relationship say that that's you? Non-drama, non-chaotic, just peaceful.
Because of that, how that relationship was,
Uh,
I know not to be that. Yeah, I've learned from it for sure.
so the answer is that they would say you are or you are not.
No, I'm not.
Okay, thank you. So even the things you say men want, you're not.
No, no. I'm saying no. I'm saying I am. I try not to be those horrible things that I was in my past relationship because I know that that's not what men want. I don't want that in a man. So I know that men don't want that in a wife. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. Sorry.
Clear as mud. Clear as mud. So you are those things or you're not those things.
I have the potential to be those things. I think because
Uh,
I'm more aware of
right,
the fact that I shouldn't be those
right.
things, that I'm just not.
You're still those things.
Yeah. Okay.
You're still those things. You just know you're those things and you still do it. And it's still not what most it's not what ranks the highest on a man's list of priorities. That's what I mean. You don't know men. You haven't been taught to know men. But the way you talk is though you're questioning me like, are you sure? You're the one who well
I'm the one that what?
I'll give you this. I'll give you this. Men want cooperation and you're not a cooperative person. And
Cooperative.
it's cooperation. That's what men want. The more
I
money
can
they
be though. I think
yeah,
it's
you
about knowing
can be,
your
but you're not.
place.
Yeah, you can be, but that's not the point. You're not. And the higher up you go, the socioeconomic status, the higher up the power rankings go of men, the more cooperative a woman has to be. The more fit, feminine, submissive, cooperatives, and that's not you. You got an opinion. You push.
I'm
And here's the
I'm
thing.
as
Here's the thing, and I'm going to finish. And I'm not. It's not a judgment, man. It's just what I read from you. Take. If you think it's not you, fine. But I will honestly say this: what you bring to the table qualifies you for an average man. An average black man in this country makes $40,000, 40,500, not six figures. What you just talked about does not make you special. It makes you average.
okay.
So this is the ladies, gentlemen, ladies understand this is the number one problem. What you ladies think you bring to the table, you massively overvalue it. You thought that was worth 100,000 plus. Go on.
On, only because of my own, I guess, dating experience. But I also wanted to say I feel like women can be as cooperative as the man that they're with. You know, I'm much more likely to be cooperative to a man who treats me right and cares, listens. Didn't have that before as much, so I think that's where the
So
contentions
her,
arose.
so her doing what she's supposed to do is contingent upon you making her feel like she should do it.
It's partnership. Yeah, I think it's a give and take.
Thank you, right there. You heard it. You heard it, guys. Partnership, ma'am. You've been a fountain of information and a gold mine, and this is why our relationships are so fucked up. Marriage isn't a partnership. It's about duty and responsibility. See, whether your mother did what she was supposed to do, even when it's hard, because that was her duty. That's the oath she took. That's the vow she took. Your mother proved to show her worth. You are not made of the stuff your mother was made of. You do what you're describing is you'll act right when you feel like it.
I don't dispute
Buy a
that.
dog, cat, die alone. Because no man deserves to suffer you. Oh my God. So many of our sisters think it's a game. I want you men to ask yourself a question. That woman I spoke to, do you think she thinks of black men or relationships as a serious thing? Or was I talking to a woman who just thinks it's the game? It's a game, it's a joke. It's just Instagram, it's just online. No, see, and for you ladies, you think, well, you're just online. She don't know you, she's just talking. That's who she is. That's who she is. Because when I started getting to it, then the truth started coming out. She's almost 6 feet tall, which is going to make it difficult to find a man. 5'11", only child, useless degree, no plan. Thinks he's quick-witted and witty, and all those things fine. But when I ask, of what use are you to a man? It is hard for women like her to say, I'm useless. Outside of sex and being present, what use? See, go back. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother was of use to her husband. What requirements do you make for women to be in your life? Let me put it also on the men. Stop dating women who you only have sex with. If they don't have a job, why are you hiring them? You shouldn't be with a woman if you don't have a task for her, a space for her, a job.